The book of Psalms, 73rd chapter, first verse. The end of the wicked contrasted with that of the righteous. Truly, the Most High power is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart, meaning the elect of the house of Israel, those who fear the Most High power. Now let's jump down. Verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore, his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are run out to them. And they say, how doeth the Most High power know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in richness. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and teachers of Great Millstone for teaching me this 100% truth about our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and the true reason why he's coming back, which is to save the elect remnant of the house of Israel from the enemies and those that hate them, and to take over the earth and universe, which was given to him by the mighty Yahweh himself, the Ancient of Days, wherein our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, will establish righteousness throughout the whole earth and universe forever under the kingdom of the heaven of the Israelites. Shalom, Akibinakwaf. We one day closer to the kingdom. Psalms 73 and 5, they are not in trouble as other men. These Epstein files continue to come out. We got another clip from the Jimmy Dore show of how the rich, the wicked rich, the elite rich of the house of Esau Edom truly get down and why they are truly wicked. These rich men that are in these Epstein files, you think they're going to get in trouble? They are not in trouble as other men. Let's get that in the NLT. Because ain't nothing finna happen. From Hillary Clinton to Bill Clinton to DJ Trump, Prince Andrew, Elon Musk, the ex-prime minister of the unrecognized state of Israel, Ghislaine Maxwell, her father, right? Psalm 73 and 5 NLT. Shalakia. I thought it 3. Because it's the same way our people felt when we got took over by the Babylonians. And we went and started acting just like them. For I envied the proud when I saw them prosper despite their wickedness. They seem to live such painless lives. Their bodies are so strong, so healthy and strong. Now tell me these people don't, in America, the sheep, especially of our nation, they idolize people with money. Elon Musk, right? DJ. Verse 5, they don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else. Now, anybody else that was in these files, they would have been locked up. Remember now, DJ got on TV when the lady first got put to sleep in Minnesota with all kind of placards and face cards of the migrants. They said they were trying to go and arrest. Violent criminals, they said. Most of them had sex charges. Well, what about these implications in these Epstein files? Who gonna get in trouble? Not none of the Edomites. They don't have troubles like other people. They are not plagued with problems like everyone else. They wear pride like a jeweled necklace and clothe themselves with cruelty. They even got accusations of cannibalism. These fat cats have everything their hearts could ever wish for. And murder. They scoff and speak only evil. In their pride, they seek to crush others, which they did to the little kids, the boys and girls that they was graping, which is a punishment by death according to our laws, statutes, and commandments, right? They boast against the very heavens, and their words strut throughout the earth. And so the people are dismayed and confused, drinking in all their words. Now you're going to have a whole host of people saying, we don't believe that. Why would Bill Gates, another elite rich person, just like Elon Musk, why would they be involved in something like that? They rich. Because y'all don't know. They wicked. What does the Most High power know, they ask? Does the Most High even know what's happening? Look at these wicked people enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply. This guy had a whole island, right? Elon said he was trying to get with me. No, sucker. We looked at the emails. You was trying to get to that island. I think at one point they even said the Disney cruise line ships used to stop at that island. Yeah, most shameful spewing on their glory. Let's go to Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Now, like they've been bringing out, ain't no leaders who they claim to be the bad people on earth. Xi Jinping, the leader of China. Putin, the leader of Russia. And the leader of Iran. Ain't none of their names in the Epstein files. But a whole lot of Western hegemony leaders are. Let's get down. Verse 6, he go to point. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Huh? Yeah. They coming out and telling on each other so that their own tongues may fall upon themselves. What's that? Shalaki, Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Let's get something. Because this is what's going down. Corruption is being exposed. 2 Ezra 6 and 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Now, y'all keep on thinking them people that's over in the unrecognized state of Israel are the children of the Lord. That's a flat out lie. You can jump up to 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Yeah. They told y'all back when Obama was the president, Pizzagate was real. Y'all didn't believe it. Not our leaders. Yeah, Hillary Clinton, Obama, they all in the paperwork. And the truth gonna continue to come out. Let's get that. New Testament. Luke 12 and 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Let me get this. Shalaki Israel. John 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. What's the truth? That the so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Latinos are the original 12 tribes of Israel. And this is all for the controversy of Zion. That the so-called modern-day white man, he is Esau Edom in the scriptures, the wicked. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Read Job 32, the 30th chapter. They avow the basis of men. All this corruption and all this wickedness gonna continue to come to light. Right? Those things done in the dark shall come to the light. Now let's see if these people are held accountable. That's why I lay it off with the book of Psalms in the 73rd chapter. They are not in trouble as other men. Let's get this one more. Right? Let's go to the Wisdom of Solomon. Right? Yeah. That's these Edomites thinking. Let me see where I want to start at. Hold on. Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. It's the thought of these wicked ass Edomites. And let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Meaning, any woman that's of age when they get their period, right? Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. This is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. Who is this? Now, who has put laws forth like this? And if you do, you anti-sin. You say anything about them, you anti-sin. Get your bank account froze. They'll smear you, throw dirt on your name, and demonize you. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. That's the Edomite to a T. They've been graping little boys and girls, right? While they going around killing those people of the 12 tribes of Israel and oppressing them, and nobody saying nothing. I wonder how long these Christian churches going to be quiet about this. Your leaders, whom you look up to so much, whom you idolize so much, they are wicked, satanic, the sons of perdition. But guess what, Israel? By little and little, the Lord is bringing them down. He is exposing them. Let me see if I can get one more. We'll stay in the KJV. Let's go. Isaiah. Well, I'm trying to think. What verse was that? Wait a second. Here it is. Lament for Babylon. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right? Verse 3, he go to point. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, y'all sins. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. Shall be seen, Salaki. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That's how my Shaq speak. Because if you go over to Isaiah, let's just get it. Isaiah 63 and 1, you're going to see the Most High Power's vengeance on the nations. Who is this that cometh from Edom? With dyed garments from Basra. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Who was that? Yahushua Mashiach? Let's jump down to 3. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is come. That's a future prophecy for you Edomites. Y'all finna get destroyed. Who is it that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Basra, that's a major city in the land of Edom, which is present-day Jordan. Guess what, Israel? More shameful spewing on the glory of the wicked. We can get that too. Habakkuk 2. In 16, thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Right? Let's see all y'all iniquities. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. They some pedos, man. That's why they got Pizzagate. Cheese pizza. They kept coming up. Cheese pizza. Code word for what? Child pedophilia. We weren't that close to the kingdom. Corruption is being exposed. Shalom. Oh, Shalaki. Let me read this first. Because when I finna play, I don't understand how these people ain't being brought up on criminal charges. That's what the rational thinking man to say. But then you got to go through the spirit and say, oh, shit, that's right. The earth is giving it to the hand of the wicked. Psalm 73, I'm going to go back to it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that may otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. This is for educational purposes only. Fair use is in full effect for educational purposes only, to educate the house of Israel on the wicked, who is the so-called modern-day white man. Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Let's see who's finna get prosecuted. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. They even got your ex-president George Bush the first graping people. Men at that. Violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Shalom.
Again, no one else can understand. Here's something that keeps coming up. And it's, remember the Pizzagate? Remember how they talked about pizza?
Yeah. What
Well,
about it?
here it is. It shows up in the Epstein files. I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza today. This is from a guy named Roy Hodges to Jeffrey Epstein. I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza today. Thank you for letting us do that.
Oh, Roy and Stephanie. That's nice.
Thanks for letting us do that? You mean eat pizza? Of course, that's not what that means. Pizza is obviously a code word for something.
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
Here's another one. This is, we don't know who it's from, but it's to jeevacation@gmail. So I'm going to guess maybe that's Jeffrey Epstein's vacation email. It says, this is better than Ilhan and Chinese cookies. See attached. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again. No one else can understand.
This is better than a Chinese cookie? Oh, to say Ilhan means then better than a Chinese cookie.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is better than a Chinese cookie. That's what that's supposed to say, but it says Ilhan. This is better than a Chinese cookie. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again. No one else can understand. So, of course, they had to make anybody who saw pizza who caught on to this, they had to make them out to be crazy. Just like they made you out to be crazy if you questioned the vaccine during COVID. Just like they made you out to be crazy if you thought there were Nazis in Ukraine. Just like they made you out to be crazy if you questioned the Russiagate conspiracy theory pushed forward by the FBI, CIA, the Clinton campaign, and the establishment media. Just like they said you were crazy if you questioned what happened to Seth Rich, when they said he got killed in a botched robbery where they didn't take his watch, didn't take his wallet, didn't take his cell phone, didn't take anything. So they always, so if you noticed that they were talking about pizza as a code word for something or grape soda, they made it out to be crazy. But anyway, here, if you want to know about Pizzagate, here is Ben Swann telling you about it.
Actually comes from the WikiLeaks release of hacked emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta.
By the way, this aired on CBS News in Atlanta when he was still employed there, and then they got tired of him telling these kind of uncomfortable truths.
In all, WikiLeaks dumped around 50,000 email messages, and it was from those emails that the claims that John Podesta may be part of a child sex trafficking ring come from. Now, to be clear, not one single email in the Podesta emails discusses child sex trafficking or pedophilia. That is a fact. But there are dozens of what seem to be strangely worded emails dealing with pizza and handkerchiefs. Self-described online investigators say that those words in the emails about pizza and the talk of handkerchiefs is code language used by pedophiles.
So just to remind you where this all came from, this didn't come out of nowhere. WikiLeaks got hacked, got a hold of emails from Tony Podesta's brother, John Podesta. Tony Podesta was Hillary Clinton's chief campaign manager. He had lots of jobs like that, Tony Podesta, right? I think he even worked for. Could you look up Tony Podesta's his resume? So
When the Blink-182 guy wanted to find out about UFOs or Lou Elizondo, he wrote an email to Podesta, Tony Podesta, and said, "I just want to serve." Is that weird?
that is weird. So,
Podesta, a former advisor to politicians like Bill Clinton and Ted Kennedy, he shaped
Yeah.
federal lobbying
So-
for decades.
so he was an advisor to Bill Clinton, to Ted Kennedy, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. Anything else? No?
Recognized as top lobbyist by The Hill and Washingtonian multiple times.
Okay.
Ooh, top lob.
So his brother's emails got hacked, got released through WikiLeaks, and that's where all the people started to notice that they're using this terminology of pizza and grape soda, even hot dogs. And so let's keep going. We'll be right back with more of this story after a brief message from our sponsor.
Stop relying on the same basic words. Play games that can improve your vocabulary skills.
Hey, guess what? Gold, which is the government keeps printing values, so they're not going to and so gold.
So how did a DC pizza parlor get pulled into the story? Well, again, read any mainstream report and they indicate that Comet Ping Pong Pizza was somehow linked to this fake story and has no relation to anyone involved. But the truth is that's not true either. What media is ignoring is that the Comet Ping Pong Pizza place is actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times, and that the owner of that place, James Alefantis, is a friend of John Podesta. He was actually named, this is kind of strange, by GQ magazine as one of the top 50 most powerful people in Washington. Yes, we're talking about a pizza parlor owner. Now let's talk facts here. There is no solid evidence that Comet Ping Pong Pizza is being used to run a child sex trafficking ring. But there are some very strange connections between Comet Ping Pong Pizza and a second pizza place 2 doors over, Besta Pizza, and the accusations of pedophilia. Now this is where things start to get strange when you research this story. Now to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly used symbols by pedophiles to express their preference in children. I want you to see these images here. These are the images. Notice this one on the end, the triangle. That image signifies something called boy love. The pizza place next door to Comet Ping Pong Pizza, Besta Pizza, well, this was their logo until only a few weeks ago. Clearly, you can see that the Besta logo actually contains the same image, I'm going to show you again, as that boy lover image. Interestingly, after Pizzagate investigators pointed this out, Besta Pizza changed their logo, and there it is now. They removed the triangle. Also, Comet Ping Pong, owned by Alefantis, is the place where a number of performance artists perform regularly. 2 of the groups that perform there, who you can see advertised, by the way, on this Comet Ping Pong poster, include a group called Heavy Breathing and another group called Sex Stains. Well, if you check out the YouTube videos by these bands, Heavy Breathing has songs that do joke about pedophilia, and the band Sex Stains has a video that includes, and you see it right there, that same boy lover symbol. It's nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a pedophile code symbol for boy love. As I said, there are some strange things there. As for the owner of the pizza place, James Alefantis, well, he was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America. Well, since Pizzagate began to blow up online, he has made his Instagram profile, Jimmy Comet, private. But an archive search of Instagram reveals a number of strange photographs and words with strange and disturbing images associated with them. Look, to the point where we can't show you those pictures. We're not even going to describe them to you because some viewers would find it too disturbing to share on TV. Now let's talk about the Podesta brothers, because remember, it was John Podesta's email that was hacked. In those leaked Podesta emails, John Podesta talks about his close relationship with Dennis Hastert, the former Speaker of the House, who was recently sentenced to 15 months in prison for abusing boys years ago. He was referred to by the judge as a serial child molester. According to the Washington Post, visitors to Tony Podesta's home in Falls Church got an eyeful when they walked into a bedroom at the Podesta residence hung with multiple color pictures by Katie Grannon, a photographer known for documentary-style pictures of naked teenagers in their parents' suburban homes. And to be clear, that just begins to scratch the surface of how strange some of this stuff is. And bear in mind, we can't get into a lot of the real details of it because of the limits on broadcasting this on television. But it is some very strange stuff. Now keep in mind, again, there is no proof here that there is a child sex ring being operated out of a DC pizza parlor. Investigators have already proven there's nothing to the story, right? Well, actually, no. And that's what you need to know. For all that is here, there has not been one single public investigation of any of this. Not from local police, not from the FBI, no one. And that has to be the big question. Not for Podesta or for pizza parlor owners, but for law enforcement. Based on what may be or may not be here, the big question is, why hasn't any investigation taken place?
And the craziest fake news of all.
So that, and it goes on, and that's him trying
this
to
good Catholic boy
Good